Okay, let's do bagels in Pascal. Now, I must say that we are going to use something that I have not used in forever. Not only, you know, Pascal for real, but things that really matter. So if you look at the top of this function, I'm in top of this program, you will see now, okay, of course, the very top, it says program bagels. This is the program. The thing that I am going to use here is I have added a type that we are going to use in order to do our array, because we want an array, right? That's going to hold the digits. So what we're going to do is, in order to pass in and return the digits as a array, we're going to use these types. So the first thing I've done is I've defined a type called int array, which is our normal array of integers that we use, like we used in the last game in AC/DC. If you watch that video, you'll see that. But now we need to pass this in and return this from functions. In order to do that, it needs to be a pointer to that array. You can't pass. I could pass int array back and forth, but I think it would yell. I think you have to pass pointers back. And then we'll just dereference. So when you create a pointer, you start it with this little hat symbol, a little caret. And when you dereference, you put a caret at the end. So you'll see that. So here's our library with ask question, is an int, get in input, ask to play again, ask to see the rules, generate random number. I've added a random seed. I know it's kind of janky, but at least you don't always get the same numbers, okay? So here's display rules. So let's start with the display rules. We will say right line. I will think of a 3-digit number. You will try to right line, guess my number, and I will give you clues as follows. I'm already starting to mess up, huh? Right line. It was the holding down shift and getting a little I that has broken my brain. Pico. Oh, wait, we need 3, right? It goes under the N. 1 digit correct, but in the wrong position. Right line. For me. 1 digit correct and in the right position. Right line. Bagels. No digits are correct. Correct. Right line. Right line. You get 20 tries before you lose. Right line. Oops. All right, we're done with that. All right. So here's our main loop, but we need more methods. All right, so our first one we're going to do, let's go scroll our little page. All right. All right, good. Sometimes when I alt-tab between Turbo Pascal and Windows, the caret thinks that I'm scrolling to the right or down or something. It can get pretty scary. All right, so let's just F2 and save this. All right. Okay, so we're going to do ask for guess. So function ask for guess. It's going to take an attempt. That's an integer. And it's going to return, an integer, not the word return. The variables we need are got guess, which is a Boolean for our loop, our return value, which is our integer, and our prompt, which is a string, and you'll see why we need that. So what we're going to do is we're going to begin. We're going to create a string. So we're going to go string attempt, and we're going to throw that in attempt, and we're going to throw that in a prompt. All right. So now we have our attempt that came in as an integer stored in the word prompt. We're going to set got guess be false, and we're going to do a while loop. While got guess is false, we're going to do this. We're going to begin. We're going to say ret val, not val, ret val. It's going to equal get integer input. We're going to pass guess number, right, plus our prompt that we just made. So now we can pass as a string a concatenated string because we made it in a string. All right. Now, if ret val is less than 0, then we're going to write line, please guess a non-negative number. And we're going to get it right. We're going to put that down. We're going to say else if ret val is less than 100, then write line. I don't know why it likes to tab into the if, but that's how it wants to format it. That's fine. Please guess a number between 100 and 999. Now, you might be asking, why did I just do this? I think because I'm a dummy. Let's try this. If ret val is less than 100 or ret val is greater than 999, not 888, 999, then, okay. Now I'm not as dumb. Well, maybe I'm still as dumb, but it doesn't look as dumb. All right. Otherwise, we say got guess. We set that to true. We're going to end this loop. We're going to say ask for guess. Going to equal ret val. End. All right. Where are we now? Display game over. Procedure. Display game over. It's a procedure because we're not returning anything. Takes the number as an integer. We're going to begin. We're going to write line. Oh, well. I think I got to do that's 20 guesses. Right line. My number was number. Oh, end. All right. I think that's all we need. Now we need now we're going to make array. Let's hit F2, save this again in case it crashes. Sometimes it crashes. DOSBox or Turbo Pascal. All right. Function make array from integer. Val in is an integer. And we're going to do our pointer. Pointer to our integer array is what we're going to return. We're going to begin and end. And then we're going to do this. We're going to say, oh, we need bars. We're going to need variables. Of course we do. We need our return array, right? That is going to be a pointer to an integer array. All right? Okay. Then we're going to say return array and we're going to dereference the first slot. We're going to make that equal. So we're going to divide by 100, right? So let's truncate that val in divided by 100 so that we get only the integer part, right? Red array 2 dereferenced 2. That's going to equal val in minus red array of the first slot times 100 divided by 10. And we need to truncate that as well. So let's trunc that. Okay. Then red array 3, that is going to equal val in minus ret array 1 times 100 minus ret array 2 times 10. One, two, another one. All right. Then we're going to say make array from integer. That's going to equal our ret array. And then we're done. Now let's do the opposite. That is going to be make integer from array. So function make integer from array. That is going to take an array in, whoops, not a var, array in, and that is going to be an integer array. We don't need the pointer because we pass it in. It's going to return an integer. Now, we need a var that we almost forgot last time. We're going to have a return value, and that is an integer. We already know that because we said it was going to be an integer, begin, end. Okay, let's see. Ret val is simply going to be array in 1. We don't have to dereference because it's not a pointer. Times 100 plus array in 2 times 10 plus array in. Array, whoops, come on, man. Array in 3, right? And then let's put a space at this plus so it looks prettier. You know what? Let's put, I don't know why I smashed all this stuff up. Let's do this. It's easier to read, right? Go up here and do the same thing. Just make it easier to read. Because if we have to debug this, I don't want to miss numbers and values and stuff. Okay, so now all we're doing what? Or I think we're just returning this, right? We just made it. We're going to say make integer from array. That's going to equal ret val. And that should be all we have to do. Running, oh, I'm like, what's going on? Okay, so now I've got to scroll my other screen. All right, we're still good. Let's do F2 to save. Okay. What do we do? Create the number. So that's going to be a function. Create the number, but it's not going to take anything in, but it's going to return a pointer to an integer array. Good Lord, I can't speak. All right, let's see. We need digits, which will be a pointer to an integer array. And we're going to need a Boolean got digit. How about that? Because it's for each one. Boolean. We're going to begin. We're going to end. All right, so now the first digit we just get, right? So digit 1, almost did 0. That would have been bad. Generate random number between 1 and 9. False. Dot digit equals false. While got digit equals false, do, begin, big win, begin end. Digits 2 going to be equal to generate random number. Whoops, come on, man. Number 0 through 9 false. And then if digits 2 equals digits 1, this should be not. Come on, man. I wonder if I can do this. Let's try this. Let's try to be cool. Got digit equals. Let's put these in parens. See, this works. That'd be awesome if it worked. Let's try that. Set got digit to false again. While got digit equals false, do begin end. Digits 3 equals generate random number 0, 9 false. Got digit is going to equal digits 3 greater than less than digits 1 and digits 3 greater or less, greater or less than digits 2. And then let's go ahead and do this. I hope it works. That'd be cool. It's been a long time. I don't really remember the crazy nuances. All right, we're done with that. I got to scroll my other screen. We're doing check guess. Let's F2 and save it. All right, let's see. Check guess is a function because we're going to return a Boolean. Check guess. We're going to send in a guess, which is an integer, and we need to send in the digits, which is an integer array. And we're going to return a Boolean, and we're going to, we need some vars, right? So let's see what we need. We need our temp, which is a pointer to an integer array, because we're going to build one from that other thing. Vals, which is just an integer array. We don't need a pointer to that. And value, which will be an integer. That'll be what comes back from when we make an integer from array. Begin, end. Okay. So let's say we need to make our temp. That's going to make array from integer, and we're going to send in a guess. Okay. And then we're going to set vals, not 0. I almost screwed up. Set that to 0. Set vals 2 to 0. I did this one wrong. And let's set vals 3, 0 as well. Okay. Now, if temp 1 equals digits 1, then vals 1 equals 1. If temp 2 equals digits 2, then vals 2 equals 1. If temp 3 equals digits 3, then vals 3 equals 1. All right. Now value is going to equal make integer from array. I'm going to send in vals. If value equals 111, then check guess equals true. Else, begin end. All right. If vals1 is 0, then begin end. If temp, let's see if we can do it like this. If temp1, I didn't do any zeros, right? I feel like I just heard zero. Okay. If temp1 equals digits 2, or temp1 equals digits 3, then vals1 equals 2. I don't think I can do a semicolon. Like, I don't know if I, yeah. We're going to do another one. There's going to be if vals2 equals 0. I might be messing this all up. I might be trying too hard to make it less verbose. If temp2 equals digits 1, or temp2 equals digits 3, then vals2 equals 2. Oh, I don't think I can put a semicolon there. If vals3 equals 0, then begin. We don't need begin end. There's just a single line. Oh, can't do it like that. I'm for sure screwing this up. How much you want to bet? Let's do like this. Do like that. Aw. All right. If temp, this seems too logical. Equals digits, and we're talking about Pascal, 1, or temp3 equals digits 2, right? 1 or 2. Then vals3 gets assigned number 2. I almost said 3. Oh, now we can do this. Yeah. Okay. All right. So now what do we do next? Gotta scroll. Oh, we check our value again. So we say value equals make, come on, man, integer from array vals. And now we say, is it 0, right? So if value equals 0, then right line Bagels. You spelled it right the second time. Else begin end. Oh, we're inside of begin end. We'll see about the semicolons. All right, so if vals 1 equals 1, then we're just going to write, not write line, Fermi. Else if vals 1 equals 2, then write, that's not how you do it, Pico. If vals 2 equals 1, then we're going to write Fermi. Else if vals 2 equals 2, we could probably get rid of the else. It could just be if, right? Because it's never going to be both. Let's do that. Because vals 1 is never going to equal 1 and 2. Let's just do that. Then it lines up. Look at that. Look how pretty. Write Pico. If vals 3 equals 1, then now we can, yeah, let's write line. Wait. Is it possible? Yes, it's possible not to have one right. So let's write Fermi. Fermi. If vals, this is 3, dummy, equals 2, then write Pico. We don't need a space at the end. And this needs to be 3. And then after all that's done, let's go ahead and just write line. That way we advance the line, we end that, and then we're going to say check guess is false. All right. We're done with all that. I think we need semicolons here. And that we might, I think we need them since we're doing single line. I think we need them here. Let's just put them here. It'll yell at us either way, right? Okay, so let's do that. Okay, now, what's our next thing? Oh, we're at the, I think we're at the main thing. Let's scroll that down. Yeah, main thing. All right, so we need some variables. Here we go. Running in a game over already there. We need score, guess, attempt, and number as an integer. We need digits as an int array that we made at the top. And what else do we need? We need guessed. That's a Boolean. We probably don't need it. We could inline the check, I guess. Yeah. Let's inline the check. All right. So now what do we do? Oh, this has to say bagels. Bagels. Spell it right. Bagels. Don't forget it. All right. So now what are we doing? Display the rules. Yeah, running is true. Begin game over is false. Okay, we need to say, oops, I can't spell it. Attempt equals 1. Digits equal create the number, not digits, create the number. Then we need to dereference that so it's not a pointer to an integer, but just an integer array. Pointer to an integer array. Blah, blah, blah. We're going to write line. Okay, I have a number in mind, a number in mind. And then while game over is false, we're going to begin. We're going to say guess is ask for guess and then the attempt. Then we'll say if check guess attempt not attempt digits equals true, then begin end. We write line. You got it. Our score gets incremented by 1. We set game over to be true. Otherwise, we begin end. We're going to increment attempts. Gotta scroll that down, make sure I don't screw anything up. We're going to increment attempt. We check to see if attempt is greater than 20, then we'll do another begin end, I think. Begin end. Our number is going to be make integer from array, send in the digits, and then we can say display game over, send that number in. Game over can be true. End. Game over. Has to play again. End. Right line A. Score point Bagels buff, right line. Hope you had fun. Bye. Now, what I want to do is, I believe, unless I make this into an exe, it's just going to immediately end. So how do we get something? It's like input, right? Well, let's just say ask question. That puts a question mark, right? Where are we? It puts a question mark. Okay. So let's just say read line answer. So let's just go down, go all the way down. And let's just say read line. We don't have a string. Why not? We don't care about it, but at least that'll pause it. Okay. F2, will it compile? Oh, look at that. The bottom, I didn't even notice this. Alt F9. No, Alt F9 compiles. Alt F9. Oh, here we go. Okay, so what doesn't it like here? You know, we can also get rid of this. Yeah. Yeah, because it's not going to, well, let's just do else. I wonder what it doesn't, I wonder if it doesn't like this. Alt F9. Nope. Oh, okay. So that was right. The semicolons was right to get rid of. So is this, it's not that, right? Alt. Yeah, it's not that. I'm going to look this up. I'll be right back. Okay, I didn't get a definitive answer. It is the word or, but I wonder if I need to do like this. Let's try that. Alt F9. Yes, perfect. All right, digits. F2, Alt F9. Unknown identifier. Oh, number E. Ooh, irritating that I got a phone call while we're doing this. Okay. I'll try to cut that out, but I can't guarantee. All right. So, where were we? Alt F9. Okay. Error in statement. It's because of that. F2, Alt F9. Has changed. Reload from disk. How do I reload from disk? What? Sure. I don't. Okay. All right. So this is the same thing that as we ran to be before, right? Whoops, that's not the right way. All right. So we're going to F2, Alt F4, Alt F9. Unknown identifier. Value, make integer from array. If value is 0. Oh, is that an O? Yes. That's funny. F2, Alt, F9. Get rid of that. F2, Alt, F9. Ooh, look at that. All right, let's see if we can run it now. Does it say run, open compile, make? No. So Alt R, Control plus F9. Do you want to see the rules? Wow. Yes, I do. Rules look good. 111. Uh-oh. I don't like that. 222. 333. 444. 555. 666. 777. 888. 999. Uh-oh. Um, we have an error. Whoa, my number was negative. Okay. No. There we go. All right. So that little ask for answer at the end that did it. Okay, so I screwed up the generate somehow. 1 to 9, false. 0 to 9, false. Okay, so let's go look at generate random number. And this is just basically copied from the other thing except for the random seed. Value is random maximum. Wait a minute. Did I do something wrong with the makes more sense to make integer from array is wrong, right? Array in 1 times 100 plus array in 2 times 10 plus array in 3. So that can't be a negative. Let's look up here. So if array in 2 is negative, it can make it negative, right? But the number was bigger than. All right, well, let's see what we did here. Array 1 is truncate value in by 100. Array 2 is truncate value in minus red array 2. There was, so there's a problem right there. F2, Alt, F9. And stuff like that can make it crash, for sure. Run. No, we don't want to see the rules. 111. There we go. Pico, pico, fermi. So 1's at the end. 222. 333. 444. 555. 666. 777. 888. Uh-oh. 999. That's not good. 100. 101. 191. 110. Pico, pico. 111. Oh, wait. 101. 901. Can't be 001. That's too small. One more guess. It's still a negative number. What is going on? 27759. That can't be. It's too big of a number. Okay. Array 1 2 3 1 2. So I didn't screw that up. All right, let's right line val in. Let's see what values coming in and make array from integer. And then make integer from array. 1 2 3. That looks right. Create the number. So let's do this. Let's when we get the number, let's print out the number. Let's right line digits 1. Digits 1. Let's just say digits And let's go digits 1, digits 2, and digits 3. But let's go like this so that we can actually see which one is being set how. There we go. Let's try that. Okay. Let's F2 it. Let's Alt F9 it. Good. Let's Alt run. No, I don't want to see the rules. Okay. Whoa, all of our numbers are negative. Okay. I don't know how to break, so we're just going to go 111, 111, 111. I like how it's always going to think that 1 is there because it's doing the truncate. All right. No, thank you. Okay. All right. So we know that the random number generator is doing wrong. Why is it giving me negative numbers? Generate random number between 1 and 9. I guess we have to look at that. Can't be random seed, right? Value. Well, let's go. All we have to do is say true. Let's go true. 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 Let's see if when we generate them, if they're right or if something's happening in that in the code. F2 Alt F9 Alt run. No. Okay. 572. Yeah. So Whoa. Okay, just crashed. Did you see that? So that's not a good thing. So that means we probably need to restart. But okay, so let's take a look. Go down here, come back up. So digits equals create the number, right? And we're getting 122. I see that, but that's fine. So let's go create the number. Check yes. Create the number. Oh, we're never returning it. Does it create the number? Create the number. What are we returning here? A pointer, right? Yes, that's fine. Okay, so let's F2 this. I don't know if we can, if this is going to work, if it's crapped out. So we'll find out. Okay, that worked. Run. No. All right. Now we're good. 111. It's still going to found it up for, yeah. So we're crashed. All right, let me restart DOSBox and Pascal, and we'll be right back. Okay, so it's really weird. What's going on? What I just noticed is that bagel. I had mentioned that sometimes when I alt tab between this screen and Windows, the scroll goes all crazy. And then when I just killed this, it actually let me kill it. It was like printing all the stuff out in DOS. It was very, very weird. I should have kept recording because it was very interesting. Okay, so let's go. So we know a couple things we're going to do here. We need to find, is there a search? Oh, yeah, there's a search. So Alt S. Let's find right line. Please guess in it. Now, how do I just search again? Alt S. It doesn't have it again. Okay. All right. So we're just going to have to find it. Okay. So this is one we're going to get rid of. Okay. Then we fix that. We're getting, that's not in here. It's here, right line digits. Get rid of that. And then I don't know if it's saved because it's freaking out, but we want to make sure that create the number, you say false. And this says false. And then hopefully we're back to a decent thing. Alt F9, Alt run. Yes, let's see the rules. Okay. I don't see anything weird. 111. Bagels. 222. Pico Pico Fermi. So it ends in 2. 333. Bagels. 444. 555. Starts with 5, ends in 2. So it's 5 something 2. 572. 572. Got it. Do you want to play it? Oh, right. That's right. That's how it's supposed to work. Yes, I do. 572. Okay, good. It's not the same number. Pico. So let's go 999 888 777. Okay, so it starts with 7, 666, 555, 444, middle 4, 74, 741, 741, 740, 740. Got it. Okay, no, it should say a 2-point bagels buff. Yep. Okay, that's it. We did it. We only had one severe crash and only about half a dozen bugs or syntax errors, but we did it. That is bagels in Pascal with a little less verbosity in my if statements. How about that? Very, very good.